What's going on, Washington Commanders, Giants, Cowboys, and Eagles Nation? It is week 1, so I got the NFC East Family Reunion Roundtable going tonight. Before we get started, this show and all streams are brought to you by Washington on the Daily on Instagram and BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. But let's get right to the shits tonight. First things first, let's bring in the 60-minute man himself, representing the New York Giants, my guy, Mr. Cop Pizzle.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What it do, Rio?
What's going on, man?
How's it going?
It's great, man. Football's back. We can start to put to bed a lot of this talk and hypothetical shit, and we can get to actual results on the field.
Absolutely. I'm ready to see these teams on the field.
Hell yeah, man. I know you're ready to see it because the Giants are being crazy disrespected.
Crazy disrespected.
Everybody, no one's even giving y'all a shot in the division. Division that never sees the same team win it consecutively. But let's bring in Joe Boo's old ass, and let's bring in Cowboys Nation with him. Hey, Mark Holmes, Cowboys.
What's up? What's going on, Pizzle?
What up, Mark?
How you feeling,
I knew something smelled funny.
Oh no, Philly hasn't gotten on here yet. Because they stinking up the place. Pizzle, I hear that you are changing and evolving what you're doing. Is this really the end of Pizzle's channel after the season? Have the Giants literally beat you down that much?
Mark,
Hey,
you never say never. Okay.
Oh, are you're not playing your? You play games too much with us.
Mm.
How many times have we heard that your channel is going away?
About 20.
Okay. All right.
So hey, Mark, somebody else also said your audio sounds crazy. I think it's because he's outside, but I don't know. His audio do sound weird to me too.
It sounds weird.
I mean, he's out there with the bugs.
Well, he sounds
hey, I'm back to nature, man, because I'm a wild man.
Mark sounds like he's in the middle of the fucking tent, in the middle of the forest in a tent right now.
Hey, man. Listen. This is what a man does, man. Look, I got fire over here, man.
Mark,
listen, man, I got raw meat that we're ready to go ahead and have. See, I'm not about you little pussy.
You are exactly where the Dallas Cowboys are going to be at the end of the year, in the basement. That's where you are. Ooh. If you need a pillow, you need some covers, you just let Pizzle know. I'll get you something.
Spoken like a true man who knows something about being in the basement.
And Mark, is your input on your mic? Because it sounds like it might be your computer mic.
Man, just let his audio suck all night, Rio.
Oh, okay. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Hold on. Let's see. I'm not used to doing.
Where's Michael Anthony at? Where's Michael Anthony at? Tell Michael to fix it.
We gotta get the senior citizens audio right before we get going. You know what I'm saying? My guy Mark, the patriarch of this family reunion roundtable. But while he's doing that, Pizzle, I'll start with you. The Giants preseason. First place. Okay, we can go right to it. Preseason's over. What were your observations, and what did you learn about your team over the preseason?
That Daniel Jones is still that dude.
There we go.
There we go.
See, man, I don't use the StreamYard shit, man. I use it on my live stream studio. See, had you been here, Rio, like you said you were going to do, I see you don't do what you say you're going to do. You said you're going to be here and stuff. I would have known because I don't use StreamYard, man. I don't.
I was supposed to, man. I worked a little longer than I was supposed to today, but you know what I'm saying? I got to the money. I had to give me a nap in before we started.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You half my age and you got to take naps?
Hell yeah, man. I'm busy all the time, man.
Oh, and I don't do shit. I mean, you guys see me 24/7. Okay. All right. So does it sound good now? Brother, can you hear me?
We need to see less of you, Mark.
No, man, shit. People have been telling me, man, why don't you just strap a camera on you everywhere you go? Just be the Truman Show.
I thought, Rio, you were going to be at his place.
I was supposed to. I was supposed to, but plans changed last. I took an extra shift, and I needed a nap before I came.
Let me ask now, are you going to the game? I mean, I know you said that
I'll be there.
Probably, but here?
No, I'll be at the game on
You'll
Sunday.
be at the game. Okay, I wasn't sure because I knew you said that you were going to be coming to a lot of games this year.
Week two. When we're on the road versus the Lions, I will definitely pull up to the Joe Boo residence and we can get it cracked. But Pizzle was just about to tell us why the Giants are going to win the NFC East and what he learned about his team.
I didn't say that just yet, Ray. You asked me. You asked me how I thought about the team after watching preseason. I mean, look, I think Daniel Jones.
I'm supposed to be the franchise player, and we're in here talking about practice.
You talking about practice, Fizzle?
No, I'm talking about preseason games.
That's practice games, dog.
Hey, that's what we starting because that's all we've got to go on so far.
Hey, that's the foundation to build off of.
Okay.
Well, hold up. I'm gonna let you finish in just a second. We got to bring in the celebrity, my guy. We got to bring in Philly 500, who is representing the NFC favorite Philadelphia Eagles.
You could say it, the champions. You were about to say it, the champs. I heard it.
They're a legend in their own mind.
Well, according to media pundits worldwide, Eagles Nation, and people all over the place, the NFC conference favorite Philadelphia Eagles. How you feeling right now, Philly?
I'm great, but what the hell is Mark Holmes wearing?
You know what?
Ugly looking star. What
it's cold. It's chilly out here, man.
He's in the basement, Philly.
I'm outside the basement. I'm outside.
Why he got put in the basement?
Looks like a pregnant star, not a fallen star. Pregnant star.
Get used to seeing that star, son.
That is ugly shirt, man.
See,
that's some satanic stuff.
I wanted to let you know, it's chilly out here, man. It's only like 65 degrees. I had to start a fire. I know you were. It was a little warm your way yesterday, wasn't it?
110 degrees right now. Now.
Man. See, I'm actually chilly. Oh, shit. We had a little bit of rain and everything else, but that's okay. There you go with the damn pinky.
Let's jump over to Philly real quick because Philly got to jump out of here at 9:00. Because the Eagles are the favorites in the conference to win the Super Bowl. So he's Mr. Celebrity. He's double booked tonight. Hollywood. So we got to get to Mr. Washington Jr. right now.
It's my fault. I double booked by accident. I forgot we were doing it, and I made other plans at 6. So I'm trying to honor everybody's commitment, but it's my bad. I totally forgot.
Hey, you just sound like the Eagles giving up at halftime. That sounds about right.
They said I'm on a diet, Mark, and I can't be over there destroying my gains.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Oh yeah, but Philly. Okay, preseason has ended. You've seen your team for the last couple months of summer, and the expectations are now set at crazy heights for your squad. Yeah. How are you feeling going into week 1 in Detroit this weekend?
They suck.
I feel good. I feel good. It could be worse. It could be the Giants. It could always be the Giants.
Hurts.
Daniel Jones. Come on, man. He stinks.
Jalen Hurts, come on, man. That's what
Jalen Hurts is going to have a better year than Daniel Jones.
No,
Daniel Jones
ain't saying much.
No, he's not.
Daniel Jones won't even be starting halfway through the season. He's going to lose his charge.
Is Hurts?
I can name a guy who used to be in Philly that's going to have a better season than both of them, but we're not in there yet.
Well, okay, we'll see. For what we've done the off season, I feel pretty good.
What have you done?
I think we've upgraded our team a lot.
They definitely made some moves
from wide receiver to linebackers to defensive line. I think we've upgraded the team all around. Now we've got to go out and show it on the field.
You just got some of the garbage that the Saints let go.
I don't know if he's garbage.
The amazing thing
about garbage at all.
The amazing thing about Philly 500.
They just gave him away that easy, didn't they? Because he was really good.
I thought that was malfeasance on their part.
How he just
money. That's what Howie does.
CD nice.
Hey, listen.
Nice.
Money makes people do crazy things.
It does.
Money makes people do crazy things.
And the Saints just gave you a talented player.
Why would the Edmonton Oilers ever trade Wayne Gretzky back in the day over money? Right? I mean, how do you trade the greatest player? These things happen, Pizzle. These things happen.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, it's a money thing, Mark Holmes knows all about it.
You know what's funny about you, son? Actually, I know all you my kids, okay? I'm Papa Smurf here. That's why I'm wearing blue.
Yeah, with that ugly shirt.
Every time your team signs somebody, and you know, I ain't mad at Howie because he has.
Oh, here we go.
He has to make up for all his bad. No, but everybody that you saw, if you were to listen, if you didn't know anything about the player and just watch the first 5 minutes of your videos, you would think that they were signed Hall of Famers.
Yep.
You have to.
Oh my God, this is the greatest move of the world.
Damn Provo
This the world. That Washington.
In Philly's defense.
You take it out of context, my friend.
In Philly's defense, C.D. Gardner-Johnson is a quality player. Like
he's not a
blue chip player, but that's a really good player.
Hey, listen, at least I don't do this, Mark Holmes. At least I don't sit there and trash guys. Oh, you got Jason Pierce on your team. He's an old man. He stinks. Why would anybody want him? Comes to Dallas. Oh, he's already working, telling all the young guys.
Well, I know.
You're so full of shit. You're so full of shit. I can't help it if you can't.
But look, I'm not looking for him to be a starter. I'm hoping he never has to hit the field because I'm hoping Tyler Smith ends up being the guy.
He's already
definitely better than a Josh
You made
Ball.
90 videos about Jason Peters. 90 videos.
By the way, Philly, he lost weight in a Dallas.
Don't hate the player, man. Hate the game. Hate the
game. First day, Mark Holmes, he signs with Dallas. Mark Holmes got video. Jason Peters is teaching all these young guys all the secrets of a left tackle over the years. He's already working.
Hold up. Time out. Don't act like you don't come to my ass every time you don't know shit about me.
I don't come to your ass.
Bullshit. Shit. Don't make me pull out the text messages.
All right, Mark, we're gonna get to
don't
you.
We're gonna pull out the text messages.
Pull them out. He's texting me pictures of his bedroom. He's texting me pictures of bedroom last night. When you text me pictures of bedroom, he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were my wife." I'm like, "What the hell is that?" You don't want
to did. Because you were texting me the same time my wife was texting me first thing this morning. Okay.
All right, Philly.
Badass
Let's
kid.
Let's get back to talking about your Eagles and everybody. We're all gonna give you the floor and shut the fuck up for a second. Tell us about the NFC thing. We got to get to everybody here. We're gonna talk about the Giants. We're gonna talk about the bitch ass Cowboys who may shock everybody.
Why are they the Eagles, the Giants, and bitch ass Cowboys? I believe the Cowboys owned all your mother humping asses last year.
Hell yeah, it won't happen again. Though.
You all bowed down to the Dallas Cowboys. I believe that some of y'all wanted to win the belt last year. That resides here in Springfield, Virginia. Okay? Because I think you both wanted that belt.
Am I wrong? On to the past.
Respect.
Can't stop talking about the past, can you?
Oh my God! Bro.
Don't nobody talk about the past more than the Cowboy fans.
That's all Cowboy fans do.
You know what's amazing though? After 50 years of ineptitude, you finally win a Super Bowl, and then you start saying, "Oh, you can't talk about the past." And you were the guys that were always talking about the World Championship. At the current rate, it'll be another 200 years before you catch up to the Dallas Cowboys in Super Bowl if we never win another one.
I haven't mentioned
what?
I haven't mentioned one time. This year, last year, 3 years ago. After 5 years, I don't talk about the Super Bowl anymore. Yeah. I don't hear Pizzle talking about the Super Bowl. I don't hear Rio talking about Super Bowls. But you guys don't shut the fuck up about it. You know what I'm saying?
Each one of us Cowboy fans are individuals. And if we're going to talk about people talking,
bullshit.
Your fan base has been descending on me like cockroaches. I mean, look, giant cockroaches like this. These mother humpers, giant cockroaches. They have been living on here. I have had to start doing Eagle content because there's so many of the mother humpers on here.
No, you had to start doing Eagles content because you can't stop talking about me.
Whoa. Hey, Pizzo, why you got smoke with somebody?
I'm gonna put it in the words of my man Beto. Okay,
who?
Fuck the Eagles.
You can't read Beethoven. What are you talking about?
Oh,
by the way, what Mark's wearing, that's from 1995.
Oh, no, definitely from 1995.
This was actually.
It looks like pajamas.
It looks like a skin tight blanket.
It's a hoodie, you jackasses. Fucking hoodie.
I thought it was pajamas. Like
that should look like
pajamas.
like Cowboys lingerie.
I do have.
Mark got his seductive gear on. He got his
Put
legs
your
out.
leg
and
down,
shit.
Mark.
Yeah,
His pasty ass legs.
because you know what, I'm at home and like I'm telling you, you've been here, Rio. You know it's nice out here, man.
Oh yeah, it's
I
real
got
nice.
the fire right there. I got the beer fridge right there. I got televisions around. I mean, this is my own ESPN, except with facts.
All right, so now that we're at you, let's talk about with the Cowboys. You guys lost your left tackle for probably the season. What did you learn about your team during the preseason, Mark?
Well, I went out to, I actually went to training camp. Okay, I went to training camp for a week and things.
You went to our camp as well, and
you
came as a super spreader and tried to spread COVID to my football team.
I got that shit
Wow.
from you guys. I actually got a lot of flack that people are like, how can you be a Cowboy fan and show up at Redskin fan? You a closet Redskin? It's amazing that I get called Redskin fan and Eagle fan, never Giant though. Thank God, because I probably have to kick somebody's ass if I was a Giant.
We wouldn't welcome you.
Okay, and believe me, I don't want to go there with that stank. It was good actually to go there because when I saw Chase Young, you and I both looked at Chase Young and we said, he ain't anywhere close. There was a thing, and I was going to ask you about this, that they were talking about Chase Young had a setback when he went to Von Miller's camp. Have you done anything on that?
So I haven't done anything on it because the report was immediately taken down and shot down, but me personally, I still see a 6 to 8 week window before
easily
sees the
easily
field, because I'm no fucking doctor. I'm just a fucking guy that likes to.
We saw that gimp when we were out there.
That the walk don't look right. You can say, "Oh, you're reaching." No, that shit. I went to 7 different practices this year. I see them at the open practice. I see them at the preseason games. I know what Chase Young moves like.
Stop you on the pencil.
He's not moving anything like that right now. So, I mean, it could be a bullshit report, but I still think he doesn't see the field till late October or November at the earliest.
He tore his ACL, right?
Yeah, and
ACL, but they had to basically take a piece of his patella tendon from the other knee and make a new one. So basically, you got 2 knee surgeries.
Yeah, he pretty much kind of broke his leg as well as the ACL tear. Yeah. So it was a really bad injury. So if he did re-aggravate anything at this Von Miller thing, it's just the dates don't add up with what the guy reported. He said Von Miller's summit. Chase went to work out with Von before he did his summit pass rushing camp. So some things don't align, but I've seen the man up close, bro. I don't like, bro. I've seen him in person. I've been to 7 practices. He don't look right. Mark, you saw him too.
I saw it. I saw it,
bro.
I got
He's definitely favoring the knee.
I tell you what, I looked at RG3 back in 2013, and I was like, RG3 ain't ready. But RG3 looked a hell of a lot better than where Chase Young was. But back to my Cowboys. Like I said, I got to go out to Oxnard. The weather was beautiful out there. It was like 72 degrees every day, clear skies, saw the ocean, and saw my team. The thing about football now, I'm old, okay? See, I remember back in the days we used to have 2-a-days with a special team practice in between, and we used to hit, right? This NFL, I don't recognize this shit, and I don't know how you could actually be ready to play a game without tackling anybody. Now, my Cowboys, we didn't play a single starter in anything in preseason. You don't tackle in practice. You're talking about the last time somebody actually like Zeke or Dak or anybody was tackled was back in January in the playoffs. I don't understand how you can actually go from 0 to 60 and play a full game on Sunday. So it's really going to be like preseason for the first month. So I will say, don't be too excited about what you see the first couple of games, and don't be too upset because you really won't know what the real teams are until October. But now with the Cowboys, everybody's making everything about Amari Cooper and him being let go. I think the Cowboys are going to be doing a little bit of an evolution on their offense. The Cowboys flew up the great Jason Garrett era. Stop rolling your eyes, son. Stop rolling your eyes, Billy. The Cowboys offense will end up using a lot of 12 personnel. We'll use a lot of bootleg. We'll be moving the pocket, and we'll be running the football. You watch what I tell you. It's going to be more ball control. And for once, put your pinky down, son. What, son?
You got class when you put your pinky up, my man.
I don't know how I raised you, son.
That man looking gimpy on the side field, Tim. I'm telling you, Tim, I've seen him a bunch this summer, bro. He on that side field looking not anywhere near
close.
touching the practice field.
He's not.
I'm telling you.
And when he does finally get out there, it's going to take him a year before he's going to be back into shape to really play. You might as well say this is going to be a redshirt year.
We're not even going to be able to really judge him, even though we was taken with the second pick, and there's going to be immediate criticism as soon as he does get back on the field. But yeah, continue.
Yeah, but the Cowboys, it's going to be led by the defense, at least early on, until we end up getting Michael Gallup back and we start getting all these pieces put together. I've gotten a lot of flack from Giants Nation when I said that, what he was doing his rookie year was like Lawrence Taylor-esque.
That's not what you said.
I did not say he was Lawrence Taylor. I said he's starting out like his rookie year was. And you're looking at a guy, it's amazing actually all the positions that he played. He played safety 2 plays last year. He played cornerback. He played linebacker. He played defensive end. He will be the wild card. And for once the Dallas Cowboys have a big defensive line that is actually got motors, got strength, and got length. And I think they're going to be actually very much getting after that quarterback's ass.
Okay. All right, now let's start it up. Week 1. We all have opponents this week. Let's make some game picks for our week 1 game.
Well, you're not going to the end. What about my man Pizzle?
Oh, Pizzle started us off, but you can go ahead and finish because y'all did definitely interrupt everything he tried to get off when he was talking about the Giants.
That's all Mark's fault and me.
Yeah. Well, let me just say I don't even have to talk about it. What Mark just said about the Dallas Cowboys is a big pile of horse shit. There's nothing about that that's even accurate at all. I don't know how this man can report about the Dallas Cowboys each and every day and say what the things he just said. I don't get that. Jason Peters is your tackle. It's over.
No, he's our backup.
No, he's going to
He's not even going to be ready to play for
Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith is starting.
Tyler Smith is a starter.
No,
how much
I'm going to tell you right now. You're going to need Jason.
We may in a couple of weeks. We may.
You're going to need him, and you have no running game. It's over. Zeke's
it's
over.
I have to disagree.
No, it's over, Mark. Mark, it's over. Tony Pollard is your best running back right now.
Zeke still, it's kind of funny. Even on one leg, Zeke still had 4.3 yards. I know you understand things about not having a running game because you got.
Did you see him at Ohio State Notre Dame? Did you see him on the sidelines with Jerome Bettis? He looked as large as Jerome Bettis, and he's carrying a purse.
I tell you what,
he is carrying a purse.
Hold it. You're going into a gambling site, right? Hold it. Aren't you going? You're getting into betting, right?
No, Mark.
Do you want to make a bet? Do you want to make a bet between?
I saw the purse. I saw the purse.
Your son is going to bet me, and I'm going to get the belt back. That's between you and him. Let's make a bet about how many yards that Zeke gets. I guarantee he gets over 1,000.
I bet.
He'll get 1,000 yards.
I bet you. Come on, look. You the man. Look, you the head.
Hey, Pizzo, they said Daniel Jones wears UGG boots to Starbucks.
Hey, I'll take that.
God, listen, God can't even put his face in his profile pic. He's a geek. Right? Mark.
He's a booger eater.
He's a booger eater. You have CeeDee Lamb. Yeah. That's all you have at your receiver. Gallup
we got Dalton Schultz. You watch out for Jake Ferguson, man, the rookie. Okay, all right, okay. Keep believing that.
Listen,
okay.
Hold on, Rio. The reason I say that is because I can look at Philly, I can look at Washington, and I can look at the Giants and say that all 3 of these teams are ascending, going up. Our stock is going up on all 3. Now, but the Cowboys, your stock is going down. That's a fact.
We shall see.
No, that's facts.
All right, okay.
That's facts.
I remember last year they were talking about the Washington Commanders were going to be the team to beat. And I remember them going down the road. I remember them talking about how the Giants were so improved and they were in the basement there, if I do recall. I remember how they said that the Eagles, who would go out and sign everybody, was going to be – but yet when the dust cleared, the Cowboys kicked all of your asses.
A Cowboys fan talking about the past. That's what you did.
We didn't.
Last year's past. Okay, well, I tell you what.
I tell you what. I bet that you need.
Rio, I want a mid-season.
What's the
roundtable here?
Are we going to do it? We're going to get it cracking every few weeks.
The question you need to be asking yourself is: does your head coach make it to Week 18? Because I don't think he will, Mark.
Oh, he'll make it to week. He might not make it past week. He might not make it to next year.
Jerry's got one foot in the grave right now.
Unless the Cowboys will start out, say, like 2-6, he's going to make it through the year.
Hey, what's going on with Thibodeau, man? When can we expect to see him on the field?
I think he's going to play Week 1. I think they just handle him with kid gloves. That's all.
So he escaped something serious.
They just got
that
spooked.
Was scary. That was scary.
Spooked. Yeah, I know. I know it was scary. Mark was looking at it kind of funny, but it was scary.
That was the hit dirty or not?
Well, I think
was
Mark
low.
paid the guy to make it happen. That's what
It
I'm
was
saying.
low. I mean, again, this is a kinder, gentler NFL now.
But I will say that
those are the way we were taught to block. We were taught to take people's knees out and stuff when I grew up and things. Now, it's flag football.
There's a chance that maybe the Giants don't, but I think he will play. I think he will play.
He actually was lucky. He was. I mean, to be honest, when I saw that, I was like, "Fuck."
In fairness, though, he's going to see that. He's going to see that all year long.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that's just reality.
Hell yeah, and that's true. About getting we're gonna always critique everything these guys do. They're all human at the end of the day, but they get paid to do a job, and we as fans have the right, with our passion and the blood and sweat equity that we put into these fucking teams.
Can
and
I
the
say
money
one more? Can I
Yes,
say
sir.
one more thing, Ray? I'm
Yes,
sorry.
sir.
I just want to finish my point with Mark. Mark is sitting there comparing a guy to Lawrence freaking Taylor, which is a joke.
Okay.
But the reason why Lawrence Taylor was so great was because he consistently did it at a high level each and every year. Each and every
Right,
year.
I agree. He's got a long ways to go on there.
guess what?
We'll see what happens this year because we saw Chase Young his first year do great.
Yeah.
Second year he came out, even before the
And
ACL.
you know what they call that, Mark?
Now we'll see what happens.
You know what they call that, Mark? They call that a sophomore slump. They got game tape on his ass now, Mark. And he caught the league by surprise last year, no question, because he didn't play his last year in college. Caught the year by surprise.
I'll give you that.
And guess what? You ain't got that this year.
But
ain't got that same dude.
I hear what you're saying. But
You ain't got LT no more, Mark.
Here's the difference that you actually have, though, is you actually have a better team on the defense around him as well. Because see, here's my thing with
No tips.
with Jordan Davis. Okay, Jordan Davis is going to be good. I wanted Jordan Davis. Let me clarify that. Okay, Jordan Davis has the ability to be a great player. He's not in shape to be able to do it. He's got to get in condition. When he does get in condition, he will be a great player. The question will be was he great in college because he was just great? Or was it also all of those great players that were around him? Now that you don't have all of those studs that are there, we're going to find out how good of the player they actually is. And see, now the Cowboys have a lot more players. Because going into last year, when you looked at the Cowboys defense, everybody's like, oh, this defense, shit. They're not going to be able to stop anybody. They're going to have to win games, 30, 35 plus points a game. There was hardly anybody on that defense that you looked at and said, I want that guy. There wasn't. That guy transformed that defense with the abilities that he had, and he was scratching the surface. Knowing what he talking to his father, you can laugh all you want. After talking to his
I'm
father
looking at these comments
and understanding how he was brought up, I wouldn't doubt anything that guy says. That guy's going to come through there. Wake up, Philly! You got another show to do, dude.
I'm enjoying Pizzle calling you out because it's less work for me to have to do later.
Well, I mean, he's got so much. He's saying so much about a team that's a 7-win team.
Oh, so Pizzle, you put your money where your mouth is.
Listen, are
you ready to put some money on it?
I'm capable of doing anything because I don't know if you know this. I'm in Twitter jail right now. Okay, I've been arrested.
What'd you do?
I can't say no. I'm suspended for a damn week, Mark. I need you to go on Twitter right now and put #FreePizzle. Okay, I desperately need that because I'm in Twitter jail, so I'm capable of doing anything.
Are you serious? What did you do to get in jail, Twizzle?
I said some mean things to some beta males. That's what I said.
You heard some feelings. You heard some feelings on that,
Mark. I heard some feelings.
All right, we're going to start off with some week 1 game pick because y'all going to hear me talk about the Commanders in a little bit. I'm here to bring in my guys so they can talk about their teams, and then we're going to throw all the Commanders shit at them in a little bit. Philly, before you talk about, we're going to make some predictions on your game this weekend in Detroit versus the Hard Knocks boys. Timmy's been asking all night, can you sing this goddamn Swamp Rat song?
I sang that last time. Didn't I sing that one? Where's the Swamp Rat? Where's the Swamp Rat? Where's the Swamp Rat? You've been pizzled double moonwalk cause the Giants always stink. Coming to iTunes this fall. Thank you very much.
Thanks for the plug. Detroit at Detroit this weekend. What do you expect? Give me a score prediction. What do you expect to see on Sunday?
A score prediction. Oh man.
Oh Lord.
I'm gonna say the Eagles win 27-20. I think it's gonna be a sloppy game, especially in the first half. Because these teams don't really play that much in preseason anymore, especially the Eagles. We saw one drive from their starters the whole preseason. I don't know what Detroit did exactly, but I think it'll be sloppy and it'll be somewhat close in the first half. And I think the Eagles pull away in the second half and win 27-20.
Yeah, okay. And for score predictions, I'm only asking you for a prediction of your team's game. We could just pick the result, the rest of us. I think Philly wins in Detroit, but it's going to be – week one is a shit show. Like, there's a lot of fool's gold and a lot of bullshit that happens in week one. And a team like Detroit, who lost like all their games by a touchdown or less last year, they have a great shot of beating Philly, especially if Jalen Hurts is who I think he is and not who NFL pundits think he is. He's gonna make me eat crow this year, or he's gonna make me look extremely correct, because y'all heard what I said last time. I need to be shown that Jalen Hurts can throw the football. I think the Eagles win by a touchdown in Detroit. Mark, how do you think this game's gonna play out?
I actually think Detroit's gonna come in there at home and bitch slap them.
Ooh.
I honestly do. You know what? Because overconfidence. You got a young team that, just like you pointed out, last year they went toe-to-toe with a lot of teams. Their problem was they did not learn how to win. And you talk about some guys that will punch you in the throat. They'll punch you.
I can't wait to talk about a team that doesn't want to win.
Well, I'm telling you, Philly, you watch out, because what I saw on the field in preseason, I watch everybody's preseason games. You can't honestly tell me that your team looked like they were in shape and condition. You honestly can't tell me that.
No, I've complained about them not playing more of their starters, but
what was the reasoning? What was the reasoning for that?
I don't think that's a just an Eagles thing. I think that's an NFL thing. If you look at a lot of these teams, they don't play their starters the way they used to. So I don't think it's specifically the Eagles. I think a lot of these teams do it. So I expect players to not be in shape. I expect it to be sloppy football. I think the first 4 weeks of the season are going to be a lot of guys getting into shape, and that will create a situation where you will get upsets, and you can have things like that happen. But I don't think the Eagles are going to lose to Detroit.
Okay, like I said, of course, I'm just an Eagle hater, so of course I'm going to pick against the Eagles. You think I'm ever going to pick the Eagles? Are you kidding me? That's like kissing my sister.
I mean, if you feel like they're going to win, you could keep it real and say they're going to win.
But here's the thing that I'm going to say, because I remember being there in Oxnard and hearing about your guys, 56-minute practice that was just like conditioning and stuff, that you guys didn't do the mini camp, and, you didn't even do that many OTAs. So you guys, this is the thing that doesn't make sense to me. With Howie Vision, because Howie's the greatest GM in the world now and everything, and bringing in all these new players and all these new pieces, you've got to get those guys on the same page. And to me, it seemed like you would want to have as many practices as possible to get them all on the same page.
I agree. I agree. It's one of the complaints that I've had about them this all season. I think you had 6 OTAs, no mini camps, no rookie mini camps. But I don't know that that's Howie. I think that's the coaching staff. So I can't blame the GM for that. I blame the coaches. But you know what? We said the same thing last year about the Eagles, and they went into Atlanta and spanked them. So, I don't know how it'll go, but we'll see.
And the Cowboys spanked you a couple of weeks later, didn't they?
Oh my God, we're not talking about Dallas right now, Mark. We got to put Mark on timeout, because we're not going to make everything about the fucking Dallas Cowboys.
It's always about Dallas. They take everything there.
We're America's team.
They're NFL Mickey Mouse. They're NFL Mickey Mouse. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what type of piece of shit they put out there.
Oh wait a minute, we talking about pieces of shit. Are we talking about your stadium?
Hey, we're talking about a team whose year is every year. Every year is your year, and then
that's not our fault that everybody picks us every year.
Y'all end up with a season that lasts 7 days longer than ours every season.
Well, that's better than what you did.
Hey, man. Hey, your shit has a filter on it. That's the difference. That's the difference.
Your shit is just shit. How about that?
Hey, at the end of the day, we're both the same thing. We haven't won shit, but y'all talk with an arrogance and a bravado like you've accomplished anything in the modern era of football.
Okay.
Y'all play a week longer than us every year, but we're going to see what's good this year. Pizzle, you got Philly winning in Detroit this weekend?
I don't know if they winning. I guess they might win. Here's what I do believe. I do believe it's going to be a high scoring game. I think Philly said it. It's going to be high scoring, definitely over 50 points, like 27-24 maybe. I could see the Eagles escaping, where it's like their defense isn't as good as what people say it might be, and Hurts has a good game because Detroit's defense isn't really ready yet. So then guys like Lord Brunson and Philly 500 will wet their pants over how good Jalen will do, and it will be Hurts season. But reality is just Detroit has no secondary to really hang with what they got. And so I'm thinking, but I still think Lions are going to score some points on them. So like 27-24 Eagles, for sure. A lot of points, though. Could be other way around, though.
Okay, and we'll start with you since you're the other team that's on the road this weekend in the NFC East. You guys are going to Tennessee. What kind of shot are y'all giving you guys? I don't think Tennessee is a world beater by any means, but we don't know what the hell you guys are. New coach, new GM, young pieces all over the field. And what the fuck is Daniel Jones going to be in another system? How y'all feel on Sunday?
Well, I'll tell you what he's going to be. He's going to be the best quarterback in the NFC East this year is what he's going to be. I think the Giants can win this game, and I think they can win 17-13 if I want to give you a score. The reality is I think the Giants are going to play good defense. I think we're going to be able to stop Henry. I'm not scared of Tannehill in that passing game one bit, but I definitely think they'll be able to move the ball a little bit and get some points. And I think Daniel, I think Saquon's going to do well. I think Daniel's going to outperform whatever expectations a lot of people have in the league for him. I think he's going to do great things.
Best quarterback in the NFC East?
I think it's not that hard to be better than Wentz. It's not that hard to be better than Hurts. And Dak's going to have a shit season, period. I mean, it's just reality because he's got no effing running game now, Mark, and all he's got CeeDee Lamb. That's it. So, and his offensive line's going to stink. So I think Daniel Jones is going to absolutely kick ass this year. And I think the Giants are going to be one of them teams that ESPN sees and say, whoa, big upset. But it ain't going to be an upset because I think we're actually going to be a decent little team this year.
Ooh,
that's 17-13, low scoring. I guess that's considered low scoring, but I think it's going to be like 17-13.
Hey, Mark, I'm gonna jump to you after that one. What are you, Mark? Pizzle said a lot that we have to unpack in that segment. Where did you like to start?
Don't believe the hype.
It ain't hype, Mark. Nobody's hyping up Daniel Jones,
except Pizzle.
Except me.
Except Pizzle. Don't believe the Pizzle hype. Okay. Maybe if it was at home, I could understand that, but you're going on the road, man.
It ain't a bad environment, Mark.
I'm going to take Tennessee at home, though, man.
What's the score, Mark?
We don't have to give a score.
I'm going
to say 24-10. 24-10. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's about where I would go with it too. I think the Giants lose by 10 to 14 points. I think the Giants lose by 10 to 14 points, but they put a valiant effort in. But ultimately,
how's that a valiant effort, Rio? When you lose by 2?
I mean, you guys are expected to pick in like the top 3 this year. So you're going against a playoff game by like everybody. You're playing a playoff team in week 1. I'll give the Titans. I'll say 27-14 Tennessee, and it looks closer than the score shows.
Why ask Philly 500? Why even ask him?
Philly, give it to me, Philly.
Sometimes I think Pizzle. I'm like, you know what? Pizzle's pretty logical, and then he starts talking about the Giants, and I realize he's as delusional as Mark Holmes.
You can't even spell delusional.
Yes, I can. ESRTLUY. That's how you spell it. Listen, let me tell you something. The Giants stink. All right? The Giants stink. They're on their way. They did some good things. They're getting a little better. But Daniel Jones is the best quarterback in the division. It's ridiculous. Okay? Here's what I will say. It is.
Oh, my God.
He's absolutely shown nothing over the first 3 years of his career. Absolutely nothing, Pizzle.
Are you sure about that?
What has he shown?
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. What has he shown?
He showed he can tackle himself.
Hey, Mark.
What has he shown?
Listen, Eli Manning couldn't beat the Eagles, but Daniel
Jones. Eli Manning won 2 Super Bowls.
I know. That's twice as many Super Bowls as the Eagles got.
What is Daniel?
Are we living in the past here?
No, I'm not living in the past.
What has Daniel Jones done?
I thought it was a 5-year rule.
How many playoffs is how many playoff
He
appearances?
should have played in a playoff game, but your team didn't.
Oh,
get
you're still talking about that 5 wins?
He should have.
Oh, when they tucked it in, versus us.
Yeah.
I can tell you what's going to happen.
If Nate said not Sudfeld's the future. Oh, well, Jalen's still starting.
I tried to warn you. And Pizzle has not come back on a football stream since that game. He was so hurt. But let me tell you, here's what's going to happen in Tennessee. I'll tell you. The Giants are going to play good. They're going to keep it close for 3 quarters because Tannehill sucks. I believe he loses his starting job this year to Malik Willis at some point. Yep. But it'll be like 4th quarter. Giants will be down like 17-13, and Daniel Jones is going to turn the ball over twice.
So you're right about the score.
And they're going to lose. It'll end up being 24-13. He's going to throw a pick six, something like that, and he's going to blow it. To me, we're on a clock. Daniel Jones will not be starting by week 10.
Okay.
He will not be the starter of the Giants.
Oh, we're definitely going to see. We're going to see Tyrod Taylor at some point.
Oh, you guys are drunk.
You don't think we're going to see Tyrod Taylor this year?
But you don't have your usual power. I mean, you see him beat down.
Rio, if you do see him, it's because Daniel got hurt.
He gets hurt.
That's reality. Like that could really happen, but it won't be because he got benched.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay, so you got him with an extendo leash this year.
Best quarterback in the NFC East.
Best quarterback in the NFC East.
Everybody clip that.
Clip it.
Everybody should definitely
clip it. Hey, I'll give you something else to clip. Darius Slayton, first touchdown for the Giants on Sunday. Clip that.
Okay, I'll give you that. But
I do think Barkley's going to have a bounce back year, though.
I think Daniel Jones
will be good.
Daniel Jones is going to have to work his way from QB4 in the division to start the season. So we got to see it. I think him and Jalen Hurts can have that conversation on their own time because I don't see Daniel Jones as one of the better 3 quarterbacks in the division. He may not be the best quarterback on this roster.
Hold on. I disagree with you saying that he's the 4th best quarterback in the division. I might say he's the 5th because Eagles do have Gardner Minshew.
Yeah, that's true.
And Tyrod Taylor might be better than him too.
Mark's best statement in 2 months.
Philly, you know damn well that Carson Wentz is QB4 in this division.
Fuck no.
Hell
no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gardner Minshew may be as good a quarterback as Jalen Hurts.
I'm actually more afraid of Minshew.
When's the last time the Commanders even beat Daniel Jones?
Last year, week 2 on Thursday Night Football.
Right.
It was a miracle. It took a fucking miracle.
Pistol literally fell the fuck out.
It took a fucking miracle, and it took a penalty on the last play of the game.
It was a miracle. Matter of fact, because I didn't count that as a loss.
Hey, we swept we beat him, and then we beat Jake Fromm, which doesn't count. But
that don't count.
Yeah, but we definitely beat him last. We finally beat Daniel Jones in week 2 of last year. Mark, y'all are hosting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tom Brady, correctly?
Yeah, Tom Brady's got shit to do.
He does. He got a marriage he needs to fix.
See, here's the problem for Tom Brady, man. See, he's finding out what all us married men find out. That if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy.
Facts.
Giselle doesn't like him playing football right now and says that basically, we got shit to do with these badass kids. And your ass needs to be here. That's why we're going on vacation. You can forget playing with your little friends out there training camp. You're bringing your ass home so we can go on this vacation. So he's got that distraction. Now, we do have a problem at tackle. We got a young offensive line. We are in transition. I will give you that. Tampa Bay is in as bad a shape, if not worse, because the problem for Tampa Bay is they've lost their center. Wirtz is dealing with an oblique injury. He's not sure he's going to be playing. They lost their guard. They are soft up the middle. Receivers that they had. No, hold on. 31-29. That's what that game went down to. And there were some bad calls that went against the Cowboys that even the announcer said, that was a bad call. Okay. Regardless of that.
You knew the refs was coming out when Mark started talking.
No. Hold on. I'm going to say that this game, because Tampa Bay's got a really good defense. Cowboys got a really good defense, and the Cowboys defense is pretty much bringing back the people that they had last year, the second year with Dan Quinn. Unlike the Eagles, we've got a great defensive coordinator. I think this is going to be a defensive struggle, and I'm going to say 17-13 Cowboys.
Ooh, that's a disgusting Sunday night football score.
It is, but see, both teams offense. Because here's the thing: you've got from what Tom Brady had last year, Gronk's gone. You got Kyle Rudolph. What do you think about Kyle Rudolph there, Pizzle?
He sucks.
Is he Gronk?
He
Exactly. Okay.
sucks.
Now I know they got Julio Jones, but this isn't Julio Jones for 3 or 4 years ago. Julio Jones has not been good the last couple of years. The last 2 years, he's only gotten 720 yards in pass reception in 2 seasons for Julio Jones. Chris Godwin, he's beginning to practice. Hasn't actually hit. He's still wearing the orange thing, so don't touch me. I don't think he plays. They do have Evans that's there, but you don't have the same weapons. They don't have Antonio Brown. They don't have Gronk and stuff. And their offensive line is kind of like crazy. And Bruce Arians is gone. So I look at that offense at least start out slow. That's going to give the Cowboys a chance. That defense is going to be able to put pressure on Tom Brady up the middle. And both of you guys up there, shout out to you, Eagles and Giants. Both of you guys kicked Tampa Bay's ass by coming up the middle.
Hey, we beat Tampa Bay as well last year. So put us in that.
There you go.
Put us in that mix as well.
Any given Sunday.
Yep, any given Sunday. I got y'all starting off with a 30-24 loss to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Ultimately, okay. Brady, no matter how distracted he is, when it comes down to Sunday, when the bright lights come on, Brady's going to win the opener. He'll get it done, and y'all will find a way to lay an egg late in the game, no matter if you're home or away. There's one thing I know, the Cowboys will find a way to screw it up. And then blame the refs on it when it happens. Philly, what's happening in Dallas's game on Sunday night?
Mark Holmes is going to be bitching about the referees, crying about the referees.
100%.
And I will be clipping them. I got Tampa Bay winning 30-13. I think Dallas is not going to be able to move the ball the way Mark thinks they're going to be able to. I see Dak Prescott start to press a little bit. I think he's going to throw a big interception late in the game to kind of blow this thing open. I got Tampa Bay winning.
Okay, so we got. You made your pick, Pizzle?
No, I haven't. I'm ready to make my pick.
Let's go, Tom Brady or the Cowboys.
I actually agree with Mark on this in that I think it's going to be a defensive struggle. Okay. For sure, low scoring. The handicap on this game is real simple. The Tampa Bay Bucs defensive line is going to beat the dog piss out of the Dallas Cowboys offensive line.
I hear you.
And that's just reality. And so, although Brady's going to be probably unmotivated and maybe he won't be able to move the ball that well, the Cowboys offense ain't going to do shit against that Bucs defense. So Devin White, them boys are going to be tearing in your ass, Mark. And so the reality is you are going to be complaining about the refs. You were talking about defense and pass defense. I don't know what the score is going to be. I just know it's going to be low scoring. Bucs win.
Okay, Bucs win. So we got all three. We're for the most part, we're all picking against each other's teams. Yeah. And the final game of the NFC East, my Washington Commanders, in our first game under the new moniker, we have the new look Jacksonville Jags coming to town to FedEx Field, 1 p.m. Sunday, September 11th. After spending an NFL record $175 million guaranteed dollars in the first week of free agency this year, Lawrence is coming with Christian Kirk, Zay Jones, Marvin Jones, a linebacker crew, and a great coaching staff, including the guy who won Philly 500, the Super Bowl, Mr. Doug Peterson. I'm not even gonna take long on this one. We're not losing week 1 to the Jacksonville Jaguar. It's probably gonna be closer than it needs to be, but I don't care. We'll get it done. I think we win by 10 points, 27-17. And the second best quarterback in the division's name is Carson Wentz. He looks like Prince Harry, but he's the second best quarterback in the division, and he's going to lead the best offense in the NFC East this season to a 1-0 start, because this is the best crop of wide receivers the man has played with in his entire career. Whoever would like to take it from here, the floor is yours. Anybody want to go?
You're losing to Jacksonville.
Okay. Okay.
And Giants and Philly will be at the top of the division after week 1. Doug Peterson's going to have the game plan to beat Washington, just like he did when he was with Philly.
Doug Peterson knows Carson Wentz.
I look, Rio.
Carson Wentz's bugaboo is the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Carson Wentz knows the Doug Peterson. Is that his bugaboo or is that the Colts' bugaboo? Because they haven't beat him there in 7 years.
Listen, Rio, I love your setup.
Either way,
you got the helmet there, you got the jersey. I like what all you got going on back there. But the reality is, Washington stinks. Okay. They just stink, and Jacksonville's on the come up.
They are on the come up, and I love their quarterback.
They ain't got nowhere to go but up.
Yeah, they don't have anywhere. You pick first 2 years in a row, you should definitely have no direction to go. You pick the league's prodigal son quarterback, the third most hyped prospect in the last 20 years. I love Trevor Lawrence. I think he's going to take off this year. I think his ascension takes place after week 1, though. The Jags aren't beating us, but I respect that. Pizzle, Philly 500. How do you got the Washington Commanders and your boy Carson Wentz starting the year?
I got Washington winning. I think Washington's going to win this game. I think Jacksonville's going to be improved by. I think Washington's not going to be as bad as some people think they are. I think they will win. I think it'll be a close game, but I got Washington winning.
Okay, Mark.
I think that you guys can win the game, but I don't even want to. It just won't sound right coming out of my mouth. Okay?
I respect that.
I literally would want to throw. And the sad thing is, I got to root for you twice this year too. And that is when Carson Wentz plays the Eagles, okay? Mm-hmm. I'm actually hoping that you guys go in there because I would like to see Eagle fans just tear that place up. I just destroy the place.
Our place or theirs?
Theirs.
Oh, yeah, we're going
yours too. I wish somebody would tear your place up so that way they were forced to build something new. Because that place literally falling to the ground, the rust and everything else, seats being ripped out. I mean, that place is ass. It's ass.
Oh, it's definitely ass, and we'll probably tear the place down before anybody else does. But I definitely.
Well, how do you think that thing's gonna make it to 2027?
I know, man. I'm praying for the stadium. I'll be there, man. I'm hoping it stays on all. I hope everything stays together while I'm in the building. But yeah, I got to start in 1-0, and we got Detroit in week 2. But have things changed about how you feel like the division's gonna? Oh, my camera just went out. Let me switch that real quick. Give me 1 second.
I think your camera went out, Rio,
because it's just like, I'm sick of this bullshit.
I mean, that's just
I'm sick of this lies. And you got Philly up here. Mr. Hollywood Denzel.
Oh yeah, Philly's about that. Philly's got to dip out in a few, so I'm gonna let him give some closing statements. Why are you guys a legitimate Super Bowl contender, and why is the hype real surrounding this team this year, Philly?
I don't know. I won't say that we're a Super Bowl contender yet. We got to go prove it. I think we're a playoff team. I think we can go deep in the playoffs. But it all rides on Jalen Hurts. If Jalen Hurts is what the Eagles expect him to be, yes, we are Super Bowl contenders. If not, then we win the division and still win a home playoff game. Either way, we're the best team in the division. We're the most improved team in the division. And, to me, it's all about Jalen Hurts at this point. What is he this year? I don't know. We're going to find out. But I'm ready to go.
What are the chances that things go awry and it just turns into a shit show and the expectations crumble on you like the Dream Team year with Vince Young and Nande Asamoah and company?
No, they're not built like that. A lot of the moves they made have been for not just this coming year, but for years to come. So I don't think that there's a situation like that at all. I think the Eagles will be fine.
But if worse things worse, y'all do have the draft capital to replace Jalen Hurts if need be. But let me jump over to Mark here for a second. The Eagles hype. How does it make you feel coming off a division crown as who should be probably on paper the favorite to win the division, especially somehow how you guys win the division and get tied with us for the lowest strength of schedule in the NFL this year? Like, do you feel like y'all should still be the favorite?
I'm actually happy that we're not the favorite because I hate to say this, but expectations are the building blocks of resentment. And every year that we ended up winning the division, the expectations were, oh, here we go. The Cowboys, they're Super Bowl favorite. We fall flat on our face. We honestly have. Because I remember when we were going to be having the Super Bowl in Dallas, they were like, oh, the Cowboys could be the first team to host the home Super Bowl. And that year brought on Jason Garrett. 2014.
You fall flat on your face regardless.
No.
For the last 30 years.
2014, we had the catch no catch season, and all of a sudden, oh, the Cowboys are going to be great. And Tony Romo gets hurt, we fall on our face.
But even when
I'm just saying, right now, I'm happy that the spotlight is not on us, because the minute if the spotlight was on us, like with you guys, the minute you lose a game, everybody is going to be trashing you guys. And don't come out and lose a couple games early in the season, because everybody's already talked about how easy your schedule is. Oh, the Eagles. The Eagles beat the Cowboys. They're going to steamroll through the season, is what you're saying. The pressure is on you guys. We're the Cowboys. We're not expected to do it. I'm actually happy.
No. Well, you'll choke no matter what happens. You'll choke come December.
Okay,
that always happens. We're not afraid of pressure. See, Mark, we're not afraid to have pressure on us. We're ready to go. We don't shy away from it like you guys. Like you're doing right now. I don't want the pressure. At least we tried. At least we fought hard against the 49ers. At least we tried. Oh, poor us.
The ref screwed us. The ref.
The rambling of that's loser speak.
It was the sunlight.
We want all that pressure.
It was always something.
We're coming for them meats.
Pizzle, chime in on the Super Bowl favorite Philadelphia Eagles.
I mean, look, the reality is they've done it one time. And how many years you been in existence, Philly?
Yeah.
A long time.
A long time.
Not as long as Jerry Jones been alive.
And the only reason you did it the 1 year was because the stars lined up perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
And then
preach it, son. Preach it.
What was the appreciation that you showed? You sent your Super Bowl winning quarterback to Jacksonville. That's what you did. That's Philly right there. And so they've been trying to fix that ever since, and now they've got Jalen Hurts. I mean, that's the reality of this whole situation, is that Philly might have a good team. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, that sounds great, man.
The roster looks great.
The roster looks great, but we all know this. It's a quarterback-driven league, and if you ain't got a quarterback, you ain't got nothing. That's reality, and that's what Jalen Hurts is. That man couldn't even.
I thought you were talking about Daniel Jones.
He didn't have one team in college he could stick with. So why is he going to stick with the Philly? Daniel Jones is better than Jalen Hurts.
He's not better than Jalen Hurts.
He is.
I would take Jalen Hurts left.
I got a question for you.
A broken neck, Philly. That's a fact.
He what?
Daniel Jones beat the Eagles with a broken freaking neck.
They said we're taking it to Mark. I appreciate you for the super chat. He said we're taking it to Mark tonight. We got to come at these Dallas fuckers hard, man. It's all love, though.
You can tell who everybody's worried about, because they're all coming after me, because y'all all want what I had last year, which was kicking your ass every week.
Mark is wearing a fucking blueberry blanket right now with a star on it. So we had to give him some shit tonight. You know what I'm saying? But
I feel nice and toasty out here.
I got a question for y'all. Tua or Jalen Hurts?
Tua
easily.
Tua.
Hurts.
Tua easily. They couldn't wait to get Hurts the fuck out of Tuscaloosa once Tua showed up on campus.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's what's crazy about this. Everybody says Tua stinks. Everybody says Tua stinks. Yeah, Tua's the one took Jalen's job in Bama.
We will find out soon enough, right?
Like something's changed.
We will find out soon enough. Sunday's coming. There's no excuse.
We've already found out.
No, there's no way. No, we haven't.
The
future has to play out, buddy. Has to play out.
And you already see. What did A.J. Brown have over top of his locker today?
Uh-oh. I won't hear this before.
Did you hear it? Did you see it, Mark?
No, I didn't hear about this. I'm still trying to get over the all-star team, which is a baseball term.
He had like a little open sign above his locker, insinuating that he's open. I'm open for business. We open for Hurt season. Yeah, he already playing that. He already playing that diva card. You already getting to that diva card.
How's Galladay doing for you guys?
Galladay ain't putting stuff on top of the locker.
He can't catch. He can't get open.
He can't. He can catch, but he can't get open.
He can't get open.
I'm just telling you. It ain't gonna be.
I
sunny in
love a
Rio.
Giant fan telling me
Rio.
that my
It ain't gonna be
quarterback
sunny
is
in Philadelphia.
bad when
It ain't
he's
gonna
got
be sunny.
Daniel Jones.
It's gonna be dark days in December in Philly.
Oh,
Let me
boy.
tell you, Pizzle, Daniel Jones is going to be on the bench
Week
by
18.
week 11.
Week
11.
18, Philly.
Week
We gonna
11.
play for that division.
Get that.
Week 18.
Week
Week
11.
18. You and I
You
gonna
know,
be playing.
I can't wait for. I can't wait for.
That's
Time
what's gonna
out.
happen.
The division's going to be decided in week 18.
Week 18.
It's going to be decided in week 18, but it's going to be decided in FedEx Field when Dallas comes down to Washington in week 18, and we're playing for the division, and Commander Carson is punching our ticket to our
I'm going to tell you one thing, son. I'll be goddamn if you're going to be the first one in line to get the food this year.
Hey, I left my donation like everybody else.
Tell your fan I wouldn't have mind if you had come back and done the walk of shame after we kicked that ass. But you ran out of that place like a scared little biatch, okay?
Hey, man, I had to get the fuck out of there, man. I'm sorry. I was sick, man.
Oh, yeah, I guarantee you were sick. But you know what? I'm going to say it right here. Listen, I am so happy that football's back. And I am so happy that I'm here with you guys, man. Got some Joe Boo's rum here. The season is about to kick off, and I can't wait to be trolling all you motherfuckers. And I know y'all feel the exact same way.
Hell yeah. Cheers and salute to the season. Anybody want to say anything else before we go? Since Philly got to go at an hour, we'll cut it at an hour because we're going to do this a bunch more times during the season. Pizzle, you look like you got something to say. Go ahead and do it, man.
Well, I mean, first of all, I can't wait to watch Philly 500 complain. I can't wait. I can't wait to see Mark have sawdust all over his body, sweating and just drooling out of his mouth and complaining about how the Cowboy game went on Sunday while he works in that hot Virginia sun.
Sand that wood, Mark. Sand that wood.
Sand and wood, complaining about refs, complaining about Rio. It's hard for me to say anything bad about you, Rio. I mean, you got a nice setup back there. I feel bad for what Commander fans have had to go. Everybody talks about the Giants being bad, but y'all been bad since the early 90s. I mean, it's been forever, right?
Yeah, most of my life, yeah.
That's reality. I mean, that's just so it's like I feel sorry. You're like a little brother over there. Like I'll be one day you'll get your turn. So I mean, that's just how I feel. I mean, y'all ain't like what I had to say. Daniel Jones, best quarterback, will be the best quarterback in the NFC East this year.
Hell no.
And they're gonna shock the world. I'm telling you, they're gonna shock the world.
Okay. Philly, I know you got to sign out. Go ahead and sign out.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you guys having me. I will talk to you later. And Mark, I look forward to your next video about me. I'll be watching shortly. So
love you, son. Hey, Philly, just remember one thing, and I'm sure Pizzle will agree with this.
Mm-hmm.
You play to win the game.
I know, and we're gonna win. You watch. We'll see. I'll see you guys later.
Peace out, man.
All right, Philly. And before we sign out, I just gotta let y'all hear it before we go. Hail to the Commanders.
You can't even sing it.
Hail victory.
Oh God.
Fight for our Commanders.
What?
Fight for our DC.
Hey, Pizzle, tell baby doll Grandpa said hello.
Thank y'all for pulling up tonight.
Hold on, Rio. Hold on. Before you look, hold on. Mark.
Yeah.
Mark, seriously. Little OT right here.
Okay.
The Cowboys are 7-win team.
Okay. All right, I hear you.
Right? I mean that's reality, right? I mean,
okay.
I mean, you in for a tough year, and I hate to see you like this. I hate to see you this way.
You mean really like you?
Do. No, I'm just saying you got high expectations. You're going to be really excited, and you're going to be let down.
And I just want to prepare y'all before we get to January. Y'all are going to watch Prince Harry win the NFC East in his first year as a Commander.
Lord.
Just know that y'all are going to have to stomach watching Carson Wentz come back to the NFC East and win it with another team. But that's all I got right now. Thank you guys for coming up. We're going to be doing this a lot more this season. Let the trolling begin. Let the games begin. And the NFC East reigns supreme. We have the best fan bases in all of the league, and nobody else is fucking with us. Thank y'all for showing up on the chat. Thank you guys for pulling up on the live. I will talk to you gentlemen later.
Thank you. Peace out, guys.
Hell to the Commanders.